Sean Connery, the original James Bond, a name that became synonymous with class, danger, and cinematic cool. While Connery defined the role of 007 and brought international fame to the franchise, many fans still wonder why he abruptly walked away from the role that made him a household name. Why did he refuse to return, even when studios offered him record-breaking sums of money? The story is more complex than a simple contract dispute. It all began in 1962, when Dr. No premiered and catapulted Sean Connery into global stardom. With his unmatched charisma and commanding screen presence, Connery didn't just play Bond. He was Bond. He went on to star in 5 consecutive films, including fan favorites like Goldfinger and Thunderball, solidifying his place in pop culture history. But behind the scenes, things were unraveling. Connery became increasingly disillusioned with the demands of the role. The grueling filming schedules, lack of privacy, and media frenzy started to take a toll on him. He was being swarmed by paparazzi everywhere, even in the most personal of moments, and his frustration grew. On top of that, his relationship with producer Albert "Cubby" Broccoli deteriorated over time. Connery felt he deserved more creative input and significantly better pay, considering the billions the franchise was raking in. Broccoli, however, was reportedly unwilling to meet his demands. The breaking point came during the filming of You Only Live Twice in 1967. Connery had had enough of the pressure, the lack of respect, and the overwhelming attention. He walked away from the role, seemingly for good. In his absence, George Lazenby was cast as Bond in On Her Majesty's Secret Service. While Lazenby's performance has been re-evaluated over time, it didn't land well with audiences then, and producers were desperate to bring Connery back. In 1971, he was offered a massive paycheck and creative freedom for Diamonds Are Forever, which he accepted, but only on the condition it would be his last Bond film under Eon Productions. He later donated most of his salary to a charitable foundation. Over a decade later, in 1983, Connery made a surprising return in Never Say Never Again, a non-Eon production and unofficial Bond film. It was his final performance as 07, and he used it to reclaim a bit of creative control over the character he helped define. After that, he bid farewell to Bond forever. So why did Sean Connery really refuse to return to the role that made him famous? It wasn't just about money. It was about autonomy, respect, and stepping out from behind a character that risked defining his entire career. Connery didn't just play James Bond. He created the modern Bond archetype. But he also had the wisdom and willpower to walk away when the role no longer served him. And that, in many ways, is what made him a true icon. So tell us, should Connery have stayed longer, or did he leave at the perfect time? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more Hollywood deep dives.